Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices, and we'll just be focusing on the S&P today and just starting in the bigger picture, being Monday and also being close to a top up here. So we have wave 3 here of primary degree and wave 4 here, and basically we're looking for wave 5 up here that will probably finish in later 2018, depending on how long wave 4, wave 4s can get complicated, so it'll depend how long that's going to take. From wave 4 here to wave 5 here, we're looking for 5 waves of intermediate degree, so we have 1 and 2 in play, and then wave 3 up here, and within wave 3 we're looking for 5 smaller waves of minor degree, which is 1 and 2 here, and then 3 here and 4 here and 5 here. And within this structure here, we're also looking for 5 waves as well, and our count is that we have wave 4 on this low here, and we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So we're basically looking for a top in this little area here. There is a count where wave 4 we've got here that could actually be on this low here, and we'll also be looking at that as well. But staying with the primary count with wave 4 being on this low here, we're looking at move into the 4-hour chart here and pick that wave 4 low up here. I'll just move that in a little bit here. So from this wave 4 here, we're looking at wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and then wave 5 to the upside here. So we're looking at an extension in the 5th wave, and we're also looking for 5 waves up, which would be the 1 and 2 nice strong 3rd wave here, sideways 4th wave, and then the 5th wave moving up here somewhat smaller. If the extension's in the 3rd wave here, then wave 1 and wave 5 will be roughly the same there, and we could pick that up on the 1-hour chart here. So squashing that back in from wave 4 here, we're looking at wave 1 and 2 in here, and then all the 3rd wave up here into this space, wave ABC for wave 4 here, and then on Friday we were counting the last little 5 waves up here, and that would be wave 1 to here and ABC for wave 2 to here, wave 3 to here, and A and a B and a C for wave 4, and then looking up for wave 5. It's a bit tricky to see if we've got 5 waves in this last one here, so it's quite possible to get one more high into here as well, so just be a little bit mindful of that. But the main point here is that we're not really looking for a trend here, but that said, making new highs, because really we have, the Elliott count is looking for a top here. With the trading levels, we've got the 25-50 area here, and we can see that the market, had the arrival here and it had its resistance here, but eventually it slowly became support here. So it's got tested support here. So normally I would be looking to place, based on these 2 highs here, because it was tested here. So then I can put, it's tested, never went through. So we know that there's orders sitting here as support. So we would go long here. But being the weekend, you probably wouldn't hold over the weekend if you're day trading, especially with the CFDs. You're paying interest as well each day at a higher price. So, when you got 1% deposits on these, you've got 99%. So that you're borrowing, so it can sort of clip your ticket without you realizing it that much. It does accumulate, and it does compound to that interest, because it's charged daily, it's compounding. So there's expense there, but also risk that you can't control over the weekend. So it's always good to, if you're a short-term trader, to exit on that Friday there. Now, so being that the case, we could look for this high coming into here. But, normally when we'd be looking for the high here, I would want this to come back down below the level here, as mentioned, as previously pointed out here, and then looking for the high. But we must trade what we see. And buying new highs off a nice support off a large number is quite a safe thing to do. Yeah, I'll leave that one with you. It's always a bit of a problem when we've got looking for a top in play as such. Yeah, just be a little bit mindful. So I'm just going to move this out of the way here for a little bit and not look for that at the moment. But if we see, the market move down and move into here, so we've got, we're not really expecting the market to move much because we've got Amazon and Google basically touching on the 1,000 US dollar mark as well close to it. So that's really going to be a sticky number for them. It's going to be there. Facebook has pulled off. We're also seeing some of the banks too. This is Goldman Sachs here on a daily chart here. Pulling back. There could be one. This structure doesn't look complete to me. It looks like there's another little move up here higher. Citi is obviously, a big bank, and we're seeing that come off here in the last few days as well. So there's not a lot that can sort of push it to the upside. So just be a little bit mindful of that. So we'll probably be stagnating in this little area here for a little bit. So look, there's not a lot I can say. Let's just allow this to be. If you're a short-term trader and this top goes out here, then that's worth going for, okay? But I don't know how long it will go for. That's the other point there. The other little subtle point here that you can work on, we're on 250 here, so that 2553 there, that's the group, that's the micro group 1 of the sub level here. So we have minor levels, sub level, and then micro level here. So that 53 getting support on that is a catalyst for this market to push up, and I would use that to trade long if I see strength, after on the open. And of course, New York opens differently than Australia. Australia opens up takes about 9 minutes to open up and goes alphabetically through everything, but the US just opens and it's away. So that strength there on the open is a positive sign. All right, I'll leave it at that. We just really want to see how this pans out here, but we are looking for one more. This doesn't seem finished from this little point as 1 and 2 and 3 here, ABC for 4 and up for 5 here. So yeah, just be a little bit mindful of that, just topping out here.